That's it. I don't want to shut any woman down. I don't shut those women down. They call it divestment group, where they're saying screw black men. We don't want to have anything to do with them.
Oh my
They put out
God.
all kinds of content and nobody flags them down. Dudes will go argue with them and tell them that it's stupid. And then even then, after they block you or something, you going about your business. We don't really care what women are doing.
Bro,
like
I
that.
literally was saying this right
Yeah.
before you came up here. It's
Yeah.
amazing how like when women say crazy shit, guys aren't even gonna go to their channel to, oh my God, go report them, mass report them. We don't give a fuck, bro. Do what y'all want. Yeah. Bro, they could literally make a video saying Sudanese men are terrible. All right, cool. I'm not gonna go and report you. That's
Right.
your freedom of speech. I'm not gonna cry about it. But they'll come over to our side of the internet, making content that is not designed for them, and cry about it. And it's like, what the fuck, bro? Like this isn't for you anyway.
That's how society
It's
works.
crazy.
That's like me going to a gay porn page, complaining about gay porn, and watching every one of the gay porn videos they put
Yeah,
up.
right? And then flagging it. This is
Yeah.
fucked up.
I'm tired of y'all men sleeping with each other.
Yeah, this is annoying.
Like that's what they do here, bro. I mean, you shouldn't come. No, I'm gonna go there and complain till
Yeah.
they stop.
Makes no sense. It's not your audience, so it is what it is. But yeah, guys, anyone that you see in the RP space, man, they were probably influenced by this guy right here, Legend of the House. We're happy to have him.
The OG.
Okay, back to phone lines.
Yes,
So,
sir.
so
Yes,
women
sir.
are collectivists by nature in everything that they do. So they subscribe to something called groupthink. You know, they're not like men. Men, you could be as a man, you're capable of being an independent thinker because you can fight to back up your thoughts.
Alone
Wait,
wolf.
wait,
Women
wait.
can't. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you see, you hit it where it
Here we
hurts
go.
right there. What
Sure.
do you mean we're not independent thinkers?
Yeah,
Most
what about
women
alpha
are not
females?
capable of independent thought, and they go with the grain and not against the grain. And why I'm saying that is because women are not physically capable, for the most part, of defending their belief system physically. And it's
Okay.
been that way since the beginning of time. Now, today, in modern day society, whatever, a woman could do it. Cool. If some girls go against the grain. I'm not saying women they can't think for themselves. I'm not saying that. But I'm
Okay.
saying most don't want to challenge the way things are set up. They're not going to be independent thinkers. If you look at all the most controversial people, whatever, 9 out of 10 times it's men. It's not women.
Well, let's be honest. The reason why most women are outspoken is because there's a man behind them protecting them against what could happen to what they say. A woman, there's the truth. If I sit up here and said something, call him a punk or anything, and he whooped my ass, everybody would say you deserve it what you said. If you called him one and he whooped your ass, they'd say he was wrong for hitting you. So that means you have
You
the
can't
ability to speak.
compare.
I mean,
You
here's the
can't.
thing. The problem is that you're attaching your personal feelings to your arguments, and the problem is that we're not attacking you. We're attacking your arguments because, to be with all due respect, they're stupid. But that's not to say that you're stupid. It's just that it comes from your arguments don't have any type of concrete fact. You're basing it off of how you feel versus we're telling you biological fact. Women are not physically capable of fighting men on the battlefield long term. And if anything, it weakens the men. And if you don't believe me, the fact that we have two different military standards for men versus for women inherently proves what I'm saying. Women and men are not equal. We're not built the same. We're different. That's not to say men are better than women. I'm here to say men are better at certain things like physicality and combat. It's a biological fact. It's been that way since the
Firemen.
beginning of time.
Firemen, cops, it's a different standard. But guess what? When it comes to chefs, because women are told that they're the best cooks, even though that shows that men are, men don't have to have a lower standard to become a chef so he can fit a woman's standard. They don't do that. Men don't have a lower standard to become a clothing designer than a woman. He has to hold the same standards as she does to do that job.
Wrong is because we have a male standard and we have a female standard. The female standard is significantly less. If women could pass the male standards, cool, join the military. If you can pass all the same standards that the men do, join the military. But women can't. Maybe 1 out of 100, 2 out of 100. The exception doesn't make the rule. Most women are not physically adequate and capable of combat, period.
The movie
And it's a biological fact. That's why we have to put two different standards, which in itself inherently makes it unequal, which is what women want. You want equality?
Yeah.
Then there's one standard.
Go Tom.
The movie 300 was a perfect example of this. The hunchback said, I want to fight with you. And he said, Leonidas said, lift up your sword. I mean your shield. And he couldn't. And he said, a phalanx works like this. Every man has to be there to protect the other. If there's a weak link in the phalanx, the whole thing goes down. So he was a man just like them, but they said he didn't meet the standard. And they do it all the time to us as men. We get cut from the basketball team because we're not good enough. We don't go around complaining.
Yep.
But women will say, well, it's not fair. That's why I was saying earlier, y'all speak from emotions. Men speak from either you're good enough to do it or you're not. Women talk to us like they understand that when they're talking to men. They will tell a man, look, I'm not interested in you. I'm interested in him. He has what I want. You don't. You lose. And we have to accept it.
Yep.
But when men decide they want the same standard, women say, that's not fair. That's sexist. You're colorist. You're racist. You hate yourself. They use emotional arguments with no logic involved. You just said if a woman wants to do it, she should be able to do it. Fuck your wants. Can you do it? Your wants should not have, I want to be in the NBA. Should I just let me just go out there and play because I want it?
Well, logically, it wouldn't only be based on the want. It would be the want and the ability.
But the
And it
ability is
shouldn't
not
be
there.
an overarching theme that because she's a woman, she cannot.
Because
Look at Serena Williams.
if the rate, like right now again, y'all are watching a man who's dressed as a woman taking suppression hormone blockers, and he's destroying the women in just swimming. If y'all believe what you're saying, then why not let men play in the WNBA? There would be no WNBA. It would just be the NBA, and everybody who's good enough would play. Yet there's not one woman good enough to play in the NBA. Not one. Out of all the women, and there are more women in the United States than men. So you mean to tell me there's not one woman, but you still want to tell me about it's wrong to generalize? Well, how about this? Get one woman that can play in the league.
So we can't train hard enough.
Who's stopping women from
To-
training right now?
No, but I'm saying like you're
Not what you're
counting.
saying. Let's talk about what actually has happened through the history of Earth.
Okay.
Is there one woman played in the NBA?
No.
One woman played in the NFL?
No.
One woman played in Major League Baseball?
No.
So
Is there
why
one
not?
guy working at Hooters?
You're keeping him from doing it. He can do it.
Right.
That makes no sense.
That's
Y'all, hold on a second.
Yeah,
For a
you
woman to
kinda
work at Hooters, you could be
prefer-
dumb as a box of rocks. All you got to do is be willing to wear skimpy outfits.
That's true.
My
That's
God.
true.
That was a terrible
Yeah.
argument.
No,
Again,
no,
that's
no,
why I
I
said
Yeah.
it's hard to have a woman will make an
Ladies.
emotional
I
argument.
kind of no.
And the man is the manager.
Because
Exactly.
That's the man. He's back.
Ladies, I mean, it's as simple as this.
And the cook. And
All we're saying is that there are no laws or rules in place keeping women from playing
Thank
in the NBA. However, there are rules in place that don't allow men to play in the WNBA.
Thank you.
And that is because it's a biological fact that men are physically superior to women. As much as you guys want to get mad at me and cry, it's fucked up.
no,
Whatever, you guys are not capable of competing, period. So when we're talking about combat, you might say, well, a woman might be warrior-esque, whatever. I don't give a fuck. Because if I got to serve in the military, I need to know the guy next to me can drag me to safety if I get hit.
Mhm.
I need to know the guy next to me can fight a guy off while I'm trying to snipe. I need to know the person next to me is capable. And unfortunately, because we live in this crazy pussified world where we want to make everyone equal and feel happy and include them, we're going to make our military weaker for what? Feelings. Equality. That's stupid. Because
Mhm.
that's a bit, luckily we have the technology and everything else to substantiate, the strength of our military, even though we have women in the military. But I believe when it comes to infantry and combat positions, I'm not saying women can't be in the military. I'm saying combat positions like infantry, where you're face to face with these guys sometimes, fighting them. Women have no place in that. You cannot compete. And if anything, you are a liability as a woman on the battlefield.